Okay, before we get started, I'm going to All right. We can now be heard on each other's streams.
Yeah. Hope. Oh, I
Good morning, everybody. How are y'all?
how did that why is that not doing that?
Oh, trying to get Discord audio.
Yeah.
I use application audio capture for that, and sometimes
Oh,
it works,
there we go.
sometimes
I
it
gotta
doesn't.
change the properties.
Ah,
It was the properties were set to someone else's Discord, apparently.
that'll do it.
Yep.
Now it can be heard on both streams.
Yeah.
All right. I I believe introductions are in order. Would you like to go first, or shall I?
Uh you can go first.
All right. It is a pleasure to meet y'all. I am the Sad Ghost. I am a entity that is caused by primordial dark forces, and if you take too much nutmeg as a recreational drug, uh, you get to see me. I am using the brains of several victims to transmit this message to you. And yes, I will
I
stretch you
am
like water.
oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're fine. Alright. Am I good now?
Yep. Sorry. I just got a bunch of redeem
Okay.
all at once.
I am Chicken Link of the Forest, even though I'm not in a forest currently. I am a small VTuber who is just doing things as they go. We're making everything up as we roll. And I think that's about it for me.
Oh, I just hopped over to your stream to I like the just chatting.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's something I whipped up literally last. I was trying to find like something more unique that would fit like what I try to vibe with. Like my just starting stream is a tabletop thing, but my gaming scene is sort of reminiscent of Mega Man Zero.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I being an artist, I decided I'm not going to make this easy on myself. And so my starting soon screen, my waiting screen, my stream background, and my ending screen, I drew all of those in like 15 minutes.
Which most of all those look really cool. Like I'm sorry, the starting screen is just a starting screen to me.
Yeah,
Uh, but your like all your other backgrounds are actually really cool. Like, I have seen them, so
thank you. I I did not spend much time on them, and I may go back one of these days and actually do it properly.
yeah.
All right, now introductions out of the way. Let the questions begin. First and
Alrighty,
foremost, what is your thoughts on corn?
yellow and delicious.
Fair enough. As the interview continues, I will slowly be drawing Sheikah, and in order to do that, let me transition over to my art screen.
If anyone's in my chat wants to go see him draw, you guys are free to go pop over to the Sad Ghosts channel.
I think I could stream it. Discord. I'm not sure if my PC would quite like that, but I can try if you want.
I Yeah, we can try something like that. I'm not sure if I have anything set up for that though. Shouldn't be too hard to set
Mm,
something like that up.
oh,
Do
that's
that.
let's adjust the stream quality. Let's not stream in 1440p, and let's do 30 frames a second. And we'll not share stream quality.
Probably.
Okay. If you click the stream in Discord, you should be able to pop it out and full screen it. And then you could stream that as a window source.
Oh, that is beautiful idea. Full screen that. It would be that one.
There's a program that I need to figure out how to use called VHand, where it essentially tracks my hand movement across the screen, so you can see a bit better where my cursor is because it'll just have my hand next to it.
Yeah.
But I've yet to get that set up properly. But one of these days I will, and I'll be able to see my hand move across the screen.
That is not the screen that I want displayed.
Right. First, I'm going to add my references. Oh, you're being sent stuff.
Yes. Wraith discovered that he can use his channel points.
Oh,
Oh, so did
fun.
Nico Mara,
Yeah, Neko's pretty good.
who
He's one of my mods. He's also part of the VTubing
yeah,
group that I am in.
okay.
Yep, we are called the Microwave because we pretty much were all completely different, each and every one of us. So there's no cohesion within the group. So it's like you threw a bunch of stuff in the microwave and melted it down, and here you are.
Nice.
You know what? I like Louis' version better. I like Louis' version a lot better. Hello, Ellie Cat. Welcome into to the ghost side.
Elliot's a really cool dude. They're actually one of my mods.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've known Allie, I think probably 5 years now.
Oh, nice.
And then if you ever get Digijester over on yours, he's also one of my best friends in mods. I've known him since forever ago.
Yeah, I saw them on your side. I wonder if they're gonna come over here.
They might.
What is your favorite kind of soup?
I want to say chicken noodle soup.
Classic. If you were on death row and you got to have your final meal, what would it be?
I was on death row. The limited edition Krabby Patty from Wendy's.
Ooh, going for the hard one.
Yeah. Yes, I'm committing crimes. Is that not? I have it, but it's off screen. Should have hit a follower goal again.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Oh, not me. Not yet. Apparently, you've been a follower goal.
Oh, have I hit it? I have. A goal of 60. Wow. Thank you, everybody.
Nice. Congratulations.
Ah, I see what's going on.
It is not letting me pull that pop out down onto my screen.
Boo.
That's why I'm hearing double. Okay. It's all good, Digi. Don't worry. I'll figure this stuff out eventually.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I'm trying to think of something other than invisibility because I feel like that's always the go-to. Um, Probably just like super speed. Because I kind of just want to be able to get to places faster and not have to rely on things like a car or anything, especially in this economics.
You know what? Yeah, that actually is quite reasonable. Digigester, I use Krita because it is one of the few art applications that is available on Linux. Ooh, I think teleportation would be really fun.
Oh, teleport would have been a nice one too. Then I don't have to exert energy to get places.
Yeah,
But teleportation can have like if you don't know where you're teleporting to and it's somewhere new, you could accidentally go into a wall.
that is true.
I know, like in X-Men, I think Nightcrawler mentioned it before. Like, if he doesn't know where he's going, he could go through a wall. And there's an entire movie called Push. Is it Pusher? No, Jumper, where
Jumper,
everyone,
yeah,
where special people have like teleportation powers. Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, they also state in that one like if you're not careful or don't visualize it right, you could end up in a wall. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my answer with super speed.
Kind of can't go wrong with that. Flash Step would also be pretty cool.
Yeah. Now I wish I watched Bleach to know what that. I feel like I know what it should be just by the name. That wouldn't be bad either. I've never watched Bleach.
If you were a T-shirt, what color would you be?
Green.
Green. Kind of can't go wrong.
It's one of my
So,
favorite colors. So
yep, my favorite colors are. For the longest time, it was green, and it was like a dark forest green and like a burnt orange. But as of late, it's become forest green and hot pink.
okay. Yeah, mine's like a bright neon green color and white. Yeah, white like snow. Yes, Digi toxic green would be closer to it. And yet, Digi's pointing out that we tried dyeing my hair that color one year. It did not go well. It turned into more like a swamp green. And instead of highlights, my entire hair was green.
Ooh, I I have long shoulder length hair, and I tried blonde one time, and I was so happy when the I finally grew my hair back out and got rid of all the blonde because it just fried my hair.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are
I've almost always had the same kind of length hair. Like right now, it's actually halfway down my back,
Oh,
but I kind of
interesting.
need to get it cut soon. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I believe at the time, I think my hair was shoulder length when we tried dyeing it, but I was
mm,
also a dirty blonde at the time.
so it bled.
Like now, I have yeah. Well, also the person who was dyeing my hair, she was learning to do that,
Mm,
and she was not good at all. She sucked, and that's putting it lightly.
yeah.
She also cut Digi's hair, and she butchered that.
Mm. Are you more of a finger guns or a peace sign person?
I'm a peace sign person.
Or a peace sign? Okay. Some of these questions will affect the artwork, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, did you? Your mother should have been the one to dye my hair.
Oh yeah. It's not really affecting me too bad, but I'll go ahead and stop that so that way it doesn't take too much bandwidth. What's the
Yeah, it might be a
worst
good idea.
what's the worst boss you've ever had?
The worst, like in real life or in video games.
Either one. Your choice.
Um, well, for at least real life, I can think of it. Years ago, I used to work in a carpet cleaning business. We would do steam cleaning for mostly commercial businesses and sometimes residential. And the boss I worked was always so contradictive. He would send me to out to the van to grab certain chemicals or cleaning compounds, and none of his bottles were ever labeled. So I never knew
Mm.
what was in what. He would just lightly describe what was in it. Like, it smells like this. Grab this bottle. So I'd go out there, I'd grab a bottle, and I'd smell the chemical, and it smells like how he described it. Bring it in, wrong bottle. Run back out, grab another bottle, something that doesn't even smell like it. I went through several different models before I went back to the first. He's like, "This was the one I wanted." I'm like, "But I gave that to you first, and you said no." So I think
Hmm.
he was my worst boss. Video game wise, I don't think I've had a bad video game boss. I think I enjoyed a lot of the boss fights until phase 2. Then they're all bitches.
I think favorite my favorite boss is in Borderlands 2 in uh what's it called? I'm trying to remember the name of the DLC. It is it's the one where it's like a great it's shoot. I have to look this up because that DLC has both my favorite and worst boss.
Yeah.
Big Game Hunt. That's what it is. Uh, you essentially go around and fight. Uh, you basically you go hunting with one of the characters, and so you hunt a bunch
Okay.
of just different creatures. Yes, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt.
Okay. I've never played the Borderlands series. Like always looked like a fun series, but I've never actually played the games.
Yeah.
But like my small defense for that is I'm not a big shooter gamer,
Hmm.
so I tend to avoid those games. Even though like my I haven't streamed it in a while, but I play Warframe a lot, and that's a shooter looter. So I am a hypocrite in a lot of things that I do. Like video game, like I tend to go more towards like action adventure games.
Yes. I I like quite a bit of shooters. I grew up playing Call of Duty, so I just like a very campy shooter. Although I was a big fan of Battlefield 4. Actually so much so
Yeah.
that I ended up buying a couple of the Battlefield games on PC, but I forgot that because I run Linux, I can't really run Battlefield games.
No, isn't shouldn't there be like a workaround? Or
It's because of their anti-cheat.
no? Okay.
Yep, so I could get all the
And
way
if
into
you
the
use Linux
game.
as a okay,
Yeah, I can get all the way into the game only to get banned.
okay.
Yeah, Veracity
You
and
know, I
Invincible.
understand. I
Those are
used to have a Linux a long time ago, so yeah.
yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you currently?
An 8.
An 8?
Yeah, an 8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm sure like if in particular my like if a naked woman came in, I'd probably shoot up to a 10. But currently an 8 feels about right.
All right, let's bring this reference down so I can see it a bit better.
Digi did send me over Discord references to other models that he has of me. Instead of the
Oh,
brown pants, they're black, and then I'm also wearing gloves in the other references.
hmm, interesting.
Yeah. Digi is my artist too. Like he designed my avatar, he designed my gaming scene. He wants to design my emotes for me and told me I'm not allowed to make my own emotes.
I went ahead and made all my own emotes. I was I'm tempted to because there is an artist that I really like and would like to support and may end up buying emotes from them eventually.
Yeah.
Yep. And when I eventually get the money for it, I want them to be. I would like a custom model because right now I use a pre-made model. And I did the math, and between the model artist and the rigger, I can get an entire model for about $200.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, and I know and trust both the model artist and rigger because uh, the model artist drew and rigged their own model, and the model rigger did the exact same thing, and they look immaculate.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah.
If you were at the grocery store and you saw someone stealing a can of beans, would you report it?
No, no, I wouldn't.
Fair enough.
I think that's mostly just because I don't know like what their circumstances are for wanting to steal soup or no, not soup, beans. I don't know what their deal is. Like, do they need it and have no money and they need to steal it? So yeah, I wouldn't report that. Because if they need it, they need it. I'd probably offer
Fair
to
enough.
buy it, but no, I'd let them steal it.
Interesting. You are hosting a dinner party and must invite three famous people. Who would you choose and why?
Um, I wouldn't. I don't know if she's famous. Famous. I would invite Enya Ignice. 'Cause I absolutely adore her and I love her company. I would invite. Um, who else would I want to invite? I want to say like Will Smith because I always loved watching him on Fresh Prince. And who else would I want? Probably Tom Holland too. 'Cause I think he's a really chill guy, and
Hmm,
he would make everything so much more fun, awkward, and funny.
makes sense.
Baron Raman von Eugen Sternberg, Hunter S. Thompson, and Lao Zhu. Those sound like good choices.
It does.
Juggalos bringing Johnny Depp. Or sorry, Wraith is bringing Johnny Depp.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's Markiplier.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had a time machine?
Ooh. Okay, so I would either go back to ancient Norse time to learn blacksmith, or yeah, to learn to become like a blacksmith, just so this way I can bring the ancient techniques back to the future and make really cool swords and whatnot. Or I'd like to go back to not feudal Japan, but probably a little earlier and learn how to become like a samurai.
Okay.
Fritz says he'd go back to prevent a particular guy from committing genocide. I
Mm.
feel like the problem with that is that would cause like a power vacuum still either way. Like
Oh,
I feel like that's a key point in time.
um, he would have he would have just become a martyr because he
Yeah.
wasn't the only one that wanted that.
No, he wasn't. There were others, so yeah, someone would have eventually taken his place, probably
Yep.
within weeks.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, Lewis has a really good answer. Riz up Cleopatra. I love that answer.
Ooh. If I was to go through your refrigerator right now, what would I find?
Milk, bread, booze, and eggs. Oh, Wraith. I would like to inform you that his choice of mustache was recommended by his sister for the love of Charlie Chaplin.
Yep. And he also originally had a big bushy mustache, but he trimmed it down to the under nose section because his sister suggested it to match Charlie Chaplin, but also because he could not fit his gas mask on in World War One.
Okay, I did not know that part. I didn't know that was like the other reasoning for it.
Yep. I'm a bit of a
And
history
Digi,
buff.
the reason why there's no banana bread is because it's eaten. There was banana bread, but you won't find it in there right now.
I think my fridge has eggs, uh, an absolute fuck ton of hot dogs, some cold pizza, a giant container of ice cold water, uh, various condiments, a couple packs of strawberries, and two containers of chocolate covered strawberries. One for my mother for Mother's Day, and another for my aunt for Mother's Day because she is like a second mother to me.
Oh, how nice.
Yep, I made them this morning.
I almost forgot tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Yeah,
I knew it
don't
was
forget.
around the corner. I have gifts for my mother. Welcome back, Nico.
Yes, if you do decide to make chocolate covered strawberries, uh, melt your chocolate in a glass container in the microwave in 30-second increments. Do not overdo it because it will burn and melt anything that's plastic. And it will also burn if you microwave it too much. Be very careful with chocolate. I know because I had to throw away a bowl this morning and fumigate my entire place.
Yeah, melted chocolate is very, very similar to lava. It destroys everything and anything in its path,
Mm-hmm.
but it's delicious when doing so. I think I do double boilers when I melt my chocolate.
I was gonna do that, but that would require me to have to wash, and I didn't feel like doing dishes this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a double boiler.
No.
What was the last book that you read?
Um, Manga wise, I just read Citrus Plus Volume 9, and before that, it was that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Volume 19 or 20.
Oh, I love that manga.
Yeah, I've been reading the light novel, and I absolutely do love the light novel.
I don't typically read light novels. The only light novel that I find myself reading is let me actually look that up right quick. Ah, VTuber Legend. How I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream. I currently have volume 8 and I need to finish reading that.
Okay. It sounds like an interesting series.
Yeah.
I
It
know the next light novel I'm sorry, what?
it 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 is very accurate to VTubing.
Okay. I know the next series that I'm going to pick up is either the Wandering Witch Elena, or it's going to be Once Upon a Witch's Death. But I want to pick one of those two up. I think it was Scally, or yeah, Scally, who said it. The books were 10 times better than the anime for Once Upon a Witch's Death. It's either her or Spee.
He is really good for if you want Yuri.
Yeah, I feel like half the Gaslighters might be good if I wanted Yuri.
Yeah. I think the only one that doesn't really read Yuri is Yoon.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Yoon's one of the few straight gaslighters.
I know I'm straight, but I still read Yuri and Yaoi once in a while. I thought Yoon would have read Yuri because she's always like gushing over Enya and other bits with Enya's in it. So I would have thought that she would have done that.
Nope, she doesn't
But
really read
okay,
Yuri.
huh, okay. Oh, Wraith, you sweet summer child, not knowing what Yuri is. We will teach you ways one day.
Yuri is the Japanese word for uh, artwork, manga, literature depicting same-sex relations between women, and yaoi is the same thing but for male
For
relationships.
men.
Yep.
Yes.
Who do you
Yeah.
like best, your
Wraith
mom
is
or your dad?
very new into the
Oh God.
yeah. Wraith is very new into the anime style life, so he doesn't know any of that.
Mm.
Yes, Wraith, you would like it. You might also enjoy Yaoi too. I wouldn't suggest going out for hentai for Yaoi, just like romantic stories. They can be quite cute. Actually, I don't think I have any Yaoi physically. I have a decent amount of Yuri physical or physically. Actually, looking at my books, I think my Yuri is mostly toxic Yuri.
Oh God.
Because right off, well, Syrup is an anthological anthology. It's a series of short stories, but actually that one's more romantic. I have Strawberry Panic, something else. I can't see it over there. But like right out in front, I have If I Could Reach You, and I think that's a toxic story almost.
Hmm.
The girls don't get together in the end.
Hold on. Let me go grab uh what I got for. I only have a handful of physical mangas, so I have to go
Yeah.
grab it right quick. I have Konosuba volumes 1 through 3, which I do need to read, even though I finished the light novel and I need to catch up with the anime.
I don't have Konosuba, and I want to watch the anime.
If you ever want to, I'll watch it with you because I do need to rewatch it.
Yeah. I have
Okay.
like a huge list of anime I need to watch because I also need to watch oh, what is that firefighter series?
Oh, Fire Force?
Yeah, Fire Force. I need to watch that because that is the prequel to Soul Eater.
It is. It is. I like
Yeah.
Fire Force. I cannot get into Soul Eater for some reason.
I liked Soul Eater all the way up until the last episode. I hated that episode. I did not like the direction they went in for the last episode.
Ah.
I
I
have like a
also
bunch of mangas though.
I don't buy physical mangas. I mostly read online. That's actually I have a for my phone. I use a Pixel Fold Pro 10, and I use that a lot for reading manga because you open it up wide, you get to see a big picture of where your manga is great. Uh, I do have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Shovel Hero, which is a really good manga where uh guy decides I'm gonna dig a hole in the ground and levels up to the point where he becomes a hero with a shovel.
I
And
think
then
a
I also
friend recommended that one to me.
it's really good. It has a light novel, I think, and it has a manga, but I think that's it. And then I also have these. What happened after my place got so humid it grew magic mushrooms and I ate them and got super horny, volumes 1 and 2. I bought these when I went to Offkai last year and I used them strictly for reference because I like the art style and it actually helps me draw quite a bit when it comes to female anatomy and non-human male anatomy.
Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of physical mangas. I do read them online mostly, and then I'll buy them physically just to try to help the artists because that's kind of how they get paid. But like, I have Snow White with the red hair. I have all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V.
Mm.
Comey Can't Communicate. The I believe I have all of the Legend of Zelda mangas. I have a couple of Miku ones. Eden Zero, Seven Deadly Sins, Fooly Cooly, and a very obscure series called Witchbuster.
Hmm.
That's just like a small list of them too, because there's books behind books on my shelves.
All right. I got the rough sketch done, so now it's
Oh, cool. I've kind of had your stream minimized this almost for this entire time, so I wasn't really watching it. Now that I
yeah,
pulled your stream up, it looks really cool so far.
yeah. I actually have quite a bit of trouble with drawing humans, because
Yeah.
I was a furry artist for so long that uh I got really good at drawing anthropomorphized people. So I never got to draw a lot of like humans or humanoid people. So like I had to basically learn from scratch how to draw a normal human person with correct anatomy, and I still struggle with it.
Okay. All right. Have fun, Wraith.
Yeah,
Stay safe and try not to blow things up.
have you seen the cartoon Tom and Jerry?
Yes, yes, I have.
Do
Wait,
you
which
prefer
iteration of Tom and Jerry?
any of them?
Okay, then yes, I have seen most of all of them.
Do you prefer Tom or do you prefer Jerry?
Um, oh, I think I prefer Spike.
Spike. Okay.
Like, yeah, I think I'd prefer Spike, or I can't think of his name, but he only showed up in one episode. It's one of Jerry's uncles who comes in to sing country music.
Ah, him. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like Tom and Jerry are cool themselves. It's just like when you bring in a special guest or like the not or a reoccurring character just to have a special gag. I think those are the cooler segments. Yeah.
All right, this is going a lot better than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
Normally, every artist has like a moment where uh the artwork looks awful, and you're just like you just want to delete it and start all over again. But I haven't had that with this piece yet.
I get the same because I try to create uh, Dungeon and Dragons maps. And I get that way where I'll create something and then I don't like how it looks. And then I
Mm,
just scrap it and be like, all right, try to do this again. So yeah, I get that feeling when those moments come up where you just want to delete. I can't draw people or anthropomorphics or furries or anything like that. I can draw backgrounds and displays like that, but yeah, I can't really. I'll get those moments where it's just like, yeah, I don't like how this looks.
no. Are your parents disappointed in your career aspirations?
Oh, um, yes, but no. Like where I'm at career wise right now, no, they're not. But they would like to see me strive and do better. They keep encouraging me to go to college, and I
Hmm,
don't want to.
fair enough. Yeah, I dropped out of college personally, so I I see its purpose, but
Yeah, I can
it's
see the
not for
purpose in
me.
it too. I never liked high school at all. And even though I'm told that college is 10 times different, it still feels like it's going to be the same thing to me. So that's why I don't want to go to college.
Makes sense. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Either oak or pine.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like I'd lean more towards pine because they're evergreens, they last forever, and they're beautiful in the winter. Yep, but did you? We grew up in the middle of the woods. We had all the trees. We had oak. I think there were, if we searched far enough, we could find maple, birch, pine. What else? Other trees were there? I know there were a bunch of trees. I think mostly oak, though. Yeah, the pine trees did glow, shine like the diamonds in the snow.
How many golf balls do you think would fit in a school bus?
Ooh, carry the two. 50,624.
Fair enough. That is an answer.
I don't know how good that. I feel like that's way too big of a number, but I'm going to stick with that answer.
It's a good answer.
Lewis has a good answer. At least 67.
Yeah.
Now that I say it out loud,
Yeah. He got you.
yeah,
He got
he
you.
got me. God damn it. Ah, the amount of times Pyro makes those stupid jokes.
I mean, we have the fucking Enya gif for it.
Yeah.
Why am I sometimes I forget that I have tools for certain things.
Yeah.
Like I have tools to draw perfectly straight lines, and I don't use them.
Yeah, but sometimes the crooked lines add more. Oh, what's the. I want to say personality to it. 'Cause nothing in this world is truly straight and narrow. There's bends on our pathways.
That is true. So, out of all the numbers that you could have put on your chest, why did you go with 10?
It is a reference to Ben 10.
Okay,
The shirt itself, I believe, comes from Omniverse.
makes sense.
Because the Ben 10 was like one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I watched all the series all the way up to reboot. and I'm conflicted if I want to buy the comics or not.
Huh.
Yeah, the comics, from what I've seen from a couple of screenshots, they take a weird liberty with a couple of the characters. Like Gwen is just like comes across as a straight up bitch in it instead of like the annoying cousin that she was, where they would always pick her. Like she just goes straight for the throat in the comics.
You know, I never got too into that show, and I always wondered why because it was like something that I absolutely would have loved.
Yeah,
It just never grabbed me, and I couldn't to this day I can't figure out why. There's just certain shows that just don't grab me like I
yeah,
expect them to.
yeah. No, I get that same way. Like there's those shows out there that it's like everyone else loves it. Why don't I like it?
Yeah. All right. Here's where things get fun. Ah, well, I do forgot to add sleeves. Oh, so I made this arm too thin. See, this is why it pays to take a step back and look at your art.
Yeah. So far, what you've got looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I very rarely get reference photos for actual drawings.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a treat to me because a lot of the time I get
A description.
yes, and I got so good at that because drawing personas for so long, I got a lot of just paragraphs of upon paragraphs of just the most detailed descriptions from the feel of the fur to how this certain person's nail felt.
Okay.
I'm really thankful for reference photos and the like because uh one of the big changes from when I was younger to now was that I became colorblind.
Oh.
Yeah, so I am red green colorblind. I am not terribly so. I can like still see I can still tell something's red. I just can't see shades of red or shades of green. They look more darkened and muted compared to what they should look like. So I have trouble telling what something looks like.
Okay. No, I had a work buddy who was I think he was blue green colorblind.
Oh, that's a
Yeah, I
rare
think
one.
yeah. It actually prevented him in assisting in my area for work because we had a Magnaflux that helps detect cracks in parts,
Mhm.
and we would use a black light.
Mm.
So like everything would shine like a green and a greenish white. So because of that, he could never help out with magnafluxing anything and putting everything into the MPI.
For me, it doesn't affect my life unless I'm working with wiring because all the wires are different colors. And so we have orange wires, red wires with a white stripe, orange wires with a white stripe. And so and then we also have green, and then we have like a teal wire sometimes. And so struggle if I'm in a wiring harness trying to figure out which wire is which. Uh, I actually have the colorblind filter turned on my phone, and several times I've snapped pictures of wiring harnesses. So my camera feed's just like full of random wiring harnesses where I snap pictures just so I can tell which wire's which.
Okay. I feel like, yeah, no, if it helps out, I feel like that is the best thing to do.
Yep.
Like I know with my job, because we deal with inductions, I take photos of the recipes before we make adjustments to the induction, or at least what we call recipes. It's just program numbers. I'll take before and after pictures before we adjust how much heat we're gonna put into the parts. Just so this way I have references for that. I do have Pyro's stream playing in my background, and all I heard him say was, "We're flirting here."
No, hold on. I need to kill this guy.
Oh, the waitlist host?
Yeah,
Yeah. He just wants to give you the best viewers.
I'm quite happy with my viewers.
I think mine are already the best. I don't need more.
On the topic of colors, how would you describe the color yellow to a person that is blind?
Oh, I would describe it as probably like a warm color. A warm, happy color that would oh, it'd be the color of a sunflower, the color of the sun. I wouldn't go the direction of like a cautionary color because we use yellow like for yellow lights to warn caution. I would try to describe it as like a happy, warm color.
Hmm.
Digi says to describe it as melted cheese, but not all cheese is yellow.
Yeah, you can have white cheese, cheese that's got little blue spots in it.
Yeah, there's I think pale green cheese. Cheese just doesn't just come. I think American cheese is the only actual yellow cheese.
Classic cheddar.
Yeah, but cheddar can also come in white.
It can.
Really, I prefer white cheddar over yellow cheddar. Yeah, I like the way you do it to me. I look like one of those skater bros. Like almost. Have you ever watched 16?
16. I don't think I have.
Okay, so 16 came before a series called Total Drama Island. It's a Canadian cartoon, and one of the characters, his name is Jude, and he's one of those typical skater bros.
Okay.
Like the show had featured around I think 5 or 6 characters, and each character was one of the average typical stereotypical teenagers just trying to make it through life and hanging out at the mall. I think
Makes
it's a
sense.
really old cartoon now. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Uh, Nothing really. I just saw
Oh,
something that I forgot to do in the artwork and was just fixing it.
okay.
How would you sell hot cocoa in Florida?
I would turn it into a slushy and then offer people ice cold hot chocolate. Or are
Okay.
we forcing me to try to sell people actual hot chocolate? Because then I
That
would just have a stand. Because I have one friend who will drink the hottest of hot chocolates in the middle of the summer when it is the hottest 1,000 degrees. You don't want to go outside, and he'll be in a sweater drinking hot chocolate.
some people are just like that.
Yeah. But no, I would probably just turn it into like a smoothie or a slushy type deal and serve people cold, hot, or ice frozen hot chocolates.
If you're a kitchen appliance, what would you be?
Good Lord, I cook and I don't know which one I would be. Uh, Probably a whisk because I like mixing things up.
Makes sense. How would you describe the internet to someone from the 1800s?
I would, depending on the era of the 1800s, it's not that hard to describe because we had fax machines with President uh, Lincoln. He had a fax machine that he would fax to England. So to describe the internet, just a form of communication. That's what the internet was meant to be, was a form of communication to send data or messages to other people around the world. And then, yeah, I think just it's a form of sending messages.
If you could remove any US state, which would it be?
Um, if I could remove,
Yeah, like any of the 50 states, it's no longer a state.
Wraith isn't in my channel, so I can't. I'm not going to go with the obvious choice of Ohio. Um, I feel like Michigan is half removed itself, depending on which part of Michigan you're in. If you're in the lower half, you're a part of the United States. If you're in the upper half, you're your own country. Um, Idaho. I'd remove Idaho.
Hmm, Idaho.
I feel like Idaho, from what I've been told from other people online, Idaho has nothing but potato farms. And though potatoes are good for everyone, there's nothing in Idaho.
Fair enough. What do you think of garden gnomes?
They're secretly evil. They're small little entities. They move around on their own, never to be trusted.
Fair enough.
I don't care what that gnome movie. I think it was like Gnomeo and Juliet or whatever. I don't think that depicts what gnomes really are. 'Cause that made them look cute and funny. They're not. There's a gnome in my front garden, and he wasn't there yesterday. Oh, that's okay. I thought you were drawing a Pac-Man ghost for a moment.
Hey, he's kind of like a little Pac-Man ghost, but that is uh how I choose to sign my artworks. And I am
Okay,
finished up here.
I think you did a really good job.
Thank you. Okay. You're waiting on an elevator. It arrives, the door opens, you get in and push the button for the sixth floor. What do you put on your tombstone?
Once forgotten, never remembered.
Fair enough.
First time chatter smash or smash master lived a
Live
midlife.
live the midlife. That is fucking great.
I like that. Uh, it's a really good answer.
All right, one final question. You are forced to do karaoke. What song are you singing? And hello, Sergeant Panda on YouTube.
I can't pronounce the word because it's French, but I do
Uh,
Enya's one cover song.
oh, Amaro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I I think I asked Enya for this at one point. I want to cover. I want there to be a karaoke version of "Lap It Up" so I could do a cover of it.
I Okay, so I play Warframe, and in Warframe there's a character called Octavia. She's like a DJ.
Hmm.
You're able to recreate like meta versions of songs to use as
Hmm.
actual attacks. And I want to do Hot Mess for one of the songs.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. And then I like Allie's answer for the song. There's a platypus controlling me.
Ooh. I like how this entire time I have a redeem. It is one channel point for save your work, and no one hit it.
Does anyone ever redeem it? Like I always see it, but I don't know if anyone ever redeems it.
No, you know what they do? They they redeem it when I no longer need it, or they redeem it in the middle of a game.
I I'm gonna be honest. I always want to hit the save your work while you're in the middle of a video game, and then I am saving my points on your channel for the next time you do D&D. This way I can just force the entire crew to play sing karaoke.
Oh God, impromptu karaoke.
Wait, you doubled the points.
I did double the points to impromptu karaoke.
I still have enough.
God damn it.
Just waiting for your D&D sessions to use it.
Oh God. Last D&D
It's
session
only
I
because
don't
I think it'd
actually
be
remember.
yeah. Wait, yeah. I think it'd be hilarious just to get
You
someone just
realize if you
followed
do
me.
that, you have to
Oh,
pick the
Smash Master
song.
followed me. Thank you. Oh, I have to pick the song.
Yes, whoever hits the button, uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's that. Oh, I can. That'd be so evil. Bad
hmm
horse from uh. Why
yeah.
can't I think of the show?
There's the savior work. Finally,
Cool. Thanks for having him send you my way. Uh, but yeah, I'd probably have you guys do Bad Horse from. Oh, why can't I think of the show? It had Neil Patrick Harris as the star.
oh,
It was an internet show. It was a musical too. Mr. Horrible Sing Along. That's what it was. I'd probably pick a song from there for you guys to do,
hmm.
or probably find a song from Gallivant. Pull something from that show. Just obscure songs for people to sing.
You're gonna make me learn songs. Fuck. It's fine. I found that my voice is very much geared towards standard rock and pop songs. So rock, pop, R&B, country, just I'm right in that center zone where I can sing just about anything unless you go super low or super high.
Yeah, I think I'm more for. I can't do fast paced songs, so I can do slower paced songs. So like slower pop or some jazz songs.
Hmm. I I really like singing, but I have a ton of covers that I need to do all of the work to finish, and I just haven't had the time to finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two covers that I need to. I need to. I've messed up the ending, so I need to add a couple lines to it, and then I need to edit it, and then I have another cover where I have it sung and I have it partially worked on. So now I need to get it I need to get it mixed and I suck at mixing.
Yeah, I haven't mixed music in since I think early high school years. I used to have a program that helped me do that. Well, I say program, it was more or less it was a video game on the Nintendo Switch that I would just mess with all the time.
Hmm. I mostly did I was mostly a live performer because I was in a band in high school, and I was the singer.
Okay. It, I kind of wanted to be in a band when I was in high school, but I don't think that was ever in the cards. I was never popular enough to be asked.
Yeah, I welcome back, Sergeant Panda, and welcome to Twitch this time.
Hi,
I
welcome.
I did I never formally learned how to sing. I was always a band kid, never a choir kid, so most of my singing was just driving around listening to music and just singing along to it. And because I had a lot of practice with band of learning uh how to sing, or not really learning how to sing, but like how to match notes. And I got really good at it to the point where um my teacher told me one time to learn to play the instrument correctly and to stop bending the notes into the correct position, because I would play trumpet or French horn and I would just kind of press whatever buttons and then use my mouth to kind of bend the note into the correct pitch that it should have been, which is not how you're supposed to
Okay.
play. And my band teachers
Well, it's not the
hated it.
correct way to play.
Yeah, yeah. I actually still have a couple cornets stashed away. I take them out every now and again and play them.
Cool.
Yeah, I also have a guitar stashed somewhere that I need to fix. I need to replace the tuners on it.
I don't have any instruments. My younger brother could play the saxophone, and he joined band for like a single year and had randomly chosen to play the saxophone, which
Hmm.
shocked my dad because that was my dad's instrument too. He played the saxophone in high school.
Hmm. I
Like growing up, our parents didn't really influence us to do things. We just randomly chose things, and then we found out later, oh yeah, we did that too.
mm, uh, when it comes to instruments, I am considered a polymath. I think is the correct term. Uh, I can play 5 different instruments.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yep. And I am at a collegiate level with all of them.
Oh, I don't know that term. Sorry.
Uh, Basically good enough to be in a college band.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah. Check on your French horn. Change your strings out. Your strings are probably cooked by now.
Wait, strings?
Yes, French horns use strings.
Huh?
Yep, because they
Never knew that.
instead of plunger style valves like a trumpet, they use rotary style valves.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I never knew that. I figured they were just like every other kind of horn.
Mm-mm. They are different.
Huh? That's interesting.
I remember. I remember one time, my band director, we were playing a song, and we were all. I was playing French horn at the time, and he kept he kept doing a run saying French horns. I need more out of you. Another run, French horns. We need more out of you. So I said, fuck it. Took my hand out of the bell, which is how you control how loud you are and control the tone. Set it on top of the bell, and just blew like I was trying to kill the person behind me. And he said, and the bender said, "Finally, that's loud enough." I'm like, "Well, fuck, okay."
Jeez.
Yeah. Uh, if he would have said even louder, I would have turned my bell, because the way you hold a French horn is that you put it on your right leg, on your thigh, and you angle the bell of it behind you, and then you have your hand in the bell to control the sound, and then and then you finger your notes with your left hand. Uh,
Okay.
and if you would have said even louder, then on top of removing my hand from the bell to get maximum sound, I would have turned the bell 180 degrees and faced it right towards him. Yeah, I am quite the loud player.
Well, it sounds like you have to be.
Kinda. Yeah, I in college one time I was playing a trumpet, and there's different sized mouthpieces. And I was playing on basically the higher the number, the smaller the opening is, and I was playing on a 3, and my band director came by and asked me, "Hey, what mouthpiece are you using?" I said, "Oh, I'm using a 3." He says, "You're using a 3. You're using a 3 and you're louder than everyone here. We're going to go get yourself a 0 and try that." And he said, "Okay, now that you have a zero, use half the amount of air that you're using now because you're drowning out the tubas. I I
Uh,
I just
damn.
I just used a ton of air, which helps with singing apparently, and I never knew that.
Huh. I never knew that either.
Yep, it it allows you to
Oh.
hold notes for longer.
Okay. Okay, so the insensitive would be the like the term the bigger lung capacity for it then, if
Yeah,
that's a term.
it's all about metering your breath because anyone can be loud, but you have to be loud for a really long time. You need to either intake a ton of air or you need to be able to do more with your air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I knew it was like the stamina behind the air for it. I just
yeah.
didn't know like the volumes of it.
In college we had six tuba players.
And you by yourself was able to drown them out?
Yes.
Holy fuck. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I don't like playing trumpet. I like playing cornet. Um, because a trumpet is a C instrument as its bass note, and the cornet is a B flat instrument. Uh, which essentially means that in terms of tone, the cornet is going to be quite bright and happy, or the trumpet's going to be bright, happy, your standard marching band affair, and your cornet's going to be kind of soft and somber.
Okay.
Yeah, and I, despite the fact that I can be very loud and put a lot of air down and hit my notes correctly and everything, I like to play soft, slow songs with a lot of emotion.
Okay.
Yep. I like I like stuff that instead of showing off my speed and accuracy, I like stuff that shows off my tonal control uh and different techniques that I can use as opposed to just like, oh, how many notes can I fit in a 30-second piece, which is the kind of standard for trumpets is like, oh, let's play something fast and happy and you know a lot of notes with as fast as possible, and I'm just like, that's not really my style.
Right.
I guess that's kind of why I like the music that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of soft and somber music. Ooh, blues trumpet. Blues trumpet is fun.
I think I only could ever relate trumpets to like the blues.
Yeah.
Oh no, ads.
Oh no. We have a guy that comes in every now and again and dumps a bunch of gift subs. Hopefully you'll catch it next time he does it.
I mentioned this a while back 'cause when I got affiliate, I mentioned it in one of my streams that if I could add a skip ad button, I would add it. I know you
Yeah,
don't get revenue from people doing it, but I don't like ads, so I don't think anyone else does.
yeah. I need to get better at catching my ads, so that way I can like let people know, like, hey, we're gonna take a quick break. So that way we can come back after ads. Which actually, since we are on an ads, do you want to take a quick break so that we can get water and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure, we can do that real quick.
Yeah,
I kind of do got to run to the bathroom too, so yeah, we can do that real quick.
yeah. Let's do that.
If anyone's on my stream, we do have a music player, and you guys can request songs to be played in it. All you guys have to do is the command song request. and everyone's songs gets interjected and interrupts my music, and then it plays.
Oh, fun.
Well, if you, like, wanna I think it, interrupts the current song, or it at least interrupts the playlist. And I know a couple weeks ago, it was technically broken because I had disabled hyperlink, and I couldn't understand why it would, like, when someone went to request a song, it would just play some random video until I was looking more into it, and I'm like, "Oh, if I undisable this, people can then request songs." Then Lewis just proceeded to request, like, 5 different songs all in a row.
Hmm.
Which I'm fine, like, I listen to almost every genre of music out there, so it doesn't bother me if people wanna throw their own music into my list.
Yeah. I obviously have my favorites, like a lot of rock, a lot of metal, but I'm I also listen to just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the only genres I really don't listen to is I do listen to metal often, country. Country is probably the one I don't listen to the most. Like, I prefer gospel music over country music.
Okay, fair enough. Uh, what are your thoughts on punk?
I grew up with punk, so, like, punk is awesome.
Nice. Let me in that case.
Are you trying to find a specific song?
Yes, found it.
Okay.
All right, what was the command again?
It is exclamation mark song request. It should be in the title on my screen if you need to copy and paste it.
Yeah, give that a listen. That is country artist Co Wetzel, but uh, he sounds very punk, very punk. So much so that I thought originally that he was a punk artist until a buddy told me he was a country artist.
Yeah, I can tell that he's a country artist. But he doesn't sound bad. Like, I'd probably listen to him.
Yeah, he's probably one of the few country artists that I'll actually listen to.
Yeah, I think my problem is when I was growing up, a lot of the country songs were always about the same generic things. Losing the tractor, losing the dog, losing the wife, God isn't
Mhm.
good, or God is the greatest thing. I'm like, gospel music doesn't even preach about God that much. And that's all gospel music is.
Yeah. For every
So I think it was just yeah.
yeah, for every good artist or band, there's always a bad one.
Yeah. I can agree to that. I think my current favorite one is the worst one of them all. The firefighting fireball spirit.
The girl that says she can't sing and then drops the
Uh
fucking banger that is, Glap It Up.
yeah. I still feel like instead of the generic emo cat girl, it should have been Tonya in it.
It
But
should have
that's just
been.
me.
It really should have been.
Yeah. But I'm a firm believer in Tenya, so
Yeah. I do not blame you there in the slightest. They really do fit each other.
they really do. Like if they're not a couple, it's weird. Like they fall way too well into the best friend category.
Mhm. I was not expecting to finish that artwork this quickly.
No.
No, I was expecting it to take me a lot longer than it did.
Yeah, we've only been here for a little over an hour. No, that
Oh,
doesn't sound right.
I'm at 219.
I'm at 119 for some reason. And it's like 3:15. So I don't know what Twitch is telling me. Unless at some point I cut out. No, okay. OBS is telling me that I've been going for 219. Okay. Twitch is lying to me.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I update my stream manager on my phone, it now tells me that I'm at 220. Okay.
Huh.
I don't know what that was about. Yeah, how long did it think it was going to take you to do that?
I thought it was gonna take me a full 3 hours,
Oh,
and it absolutely did not.
well, I'm a simple kind of person with a simple kind of personality.
Hmm.
But if you weren't vibing with that picture as well as you did, because you said you would randomly get to a point where you would have scrapped it, do you think that would have or was a factor?
Yeah, because I sometimes I get a little too into the details and sit there and just fuss with it and fuss with it and fuss with it. until I get it to where it looks how I want, but everything came out exactly how I wanted it to look.
Okay. But and the picture does look really good. Like I'm looking at it on Discord right now, and it looks really good.
Yeah, I I went ahead and threw it up next to you there on my just chatting screen.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I went through and added the shadows because the shadows really sell it to me.
Yeah. And the shading looks really good on it too. Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, so
Oh,
I watch a lot of art VTubers just so I can kind of like see their process, how they do things. And
right.
one of them was talking about uh problems with finding shirts as a woman, and I'm like, what's the deal with women's shirts? So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna ask some of my female friends. Um,
Okay, so that's what prompted that question last night.
yeah, I asked
Sorry.
my female friends like, hey, what's the deal with women's shirts? Why are they so bad? And so far I have gotten three VTubers to respond to that question and give me horror stories about
Nice.
women's shirts.
Okay. I didn't think shirts were going to be that much more different than guys' shirts.
Yeah,
Like the
one
main
of
difference I knew about is that they button up. Huh?
yeah, the buttons on oh, 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 I see I've hit a nerve. I see I hit a nerve in chat.
Oop. Sorry.
Yeah,
In our defense, we're dumb men. We don't know better.
yeah. It's like it just like it got me thinking like, have I been drawing women's clothing wrong this entire time?
I, that's a, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, the uh
It,
the big thing that I was told was uh sometimes it'll fit on the arms, it'll fit on the shoulders, but it doesn't fit for the chest, or it'll fit on the chest but not on the arms and shoulders, or it'll fit the arms, chest, and shoulders, but it'll be uh too baggy on the stomach, and it was just a bunch of different things, and I'm like, oh god, Texas on the front. I didn't even think about that.
That was the last thing I think of it, but I feel it might be the first thing that most women think of or will never notice. Because I don't think of what the shirt says. I just well, a little bit, but no, I don't think of what the text is ever on a shirt.
Yeah, I just put the shirt on. I don't think about the shirt. I just put the shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I knew for shirts, it was just that women's shirts buttoned up on the other side. That was the only thing I knew. Yeah, I can understand the lack of changing rooms is
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, where else am I gonna do my mid shopping bump of cocaine?
Yeah.
Don't actually do that. That's a terrible idea. Stimulants and shopping are not a good combination. You'll just get anxious and buy the wrong thing.
Eh, yeah. But was it the wrong thing in the moment?
Look, if you're anxious to begin with, then you probably have some sort of anxiety disorder and probably need to speak with a psychiatrist. Trust me. You should not just be anxious for no reason. Took me 20 plus years to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been that anxious where I've had to talk to someone. Yeah, yeah, if you are like that to begin with, please do for your mental health and everyone else's. Your mental health is very important to yourself.
I My anxiety used to be so bad that the first time I ever called into work, I was on the verge of tears the entire time the phone was ringing
Oh god.
because my anxiety was just that bad. But I was literally so sick that I could not take 2 steps out of my own bed without getting so dizzy that I would fall over.
You know, if I'm feeling that way, I don't care what anyone thinks I'm calling in. I don't care if I was needed that day importantly at work. Nope. I can't get out of bed, so I'm not going to try. The dumb guys was about how we don't know how women's clothing works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time I called in for just to call in. Actually, I was gonna do that a couple weeks ago, where I was just gonna call in and just because I didn't feel like going in, and I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna show up. That was just a couple weeks ago, but the last time I was actually sick, yeah, I just couldn't move, so I just speaker phoned it and went, "Yeah, I'm dying. I'm not coming in." And I had to do that for like 3 days straight.
I used to never call in. I used to actually go into work sick quite often,
Yeah.
but uh
Well, I feel like there's a difference with being sick and then being dying sick.
yeah.
Like if you're a little sick, you're able to show up. But if you're like, I can't get out of bed, or there's no way I'm leaving my porcelain throne, those are the times you should probably call in.
Uh I once went to work with a 120-degree fever.
Good sir, you should have called in. Actually, if
Yeah,
you
I
worked with my current boss, he would have just turned you away at the door and went, "Nope, go out, leave. You're not working." Because
yeah,
he doesn't want to get sick either.
I was trying to diagnose a truck while while my vision was starting to blur.
Yeah,
I don't recommend it.
yeah, I wouldn't either.
No, I meant 120.
Then yeah, I'm gonna agree with Allie's statement on that. You are dead, good sir. Call the fuck in.
Yeah, no, I did a half day at work and went straight to the ER.
Yeah, probably skipped work and went straight to the ER on that one.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's also why my memory's kind of shot.
Okay. Lizard?
I have
Don't redeem lizard in my chat.
lizard. Yep, my stream is breaking. What the hell is going on?
Oh no.
All right, I refreshed and it looks like it's back. It looks like it was just a Twitch error.
Probably.
Twitch
I
does
think
that
I
every
had
now and
that
again.
it does. There was a day where one of my streams was just super nonstop laggy, and I went to like double check my internet and speeds and everything were fine. I'm like, okay, it's definitely not me. Just Twitch doing Twitch things.
Yep. Speaking of big companies fucking up their platforms, Discord all of yesterday was just completely shot.
I noticed that I had gotten into at work when I think it started up doing that, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I have to do work anyways, so I won't get distracted today. Yeah, I did notice that because I tried telling people hello and nope, didn't go through. Does anyone know why Discord broke?
Nope,
Okay.
it just happened.
Hopefully we learned the reasoning for that. Like hopefully it wasn't because Discord got hacked or anything.
No, it just kind of
It just kind of broke.
Yeah, it just kind of broke. I actually YouTube has or not YouTube, Discord has their own uh portion of their website that just shows um if it just shows how their servers are doing, and they were having API errors. That was their what they say it was.
Okay, so they're gonna deny if they got like if I'll buy it, but hopefully they weren't hacked and hiding it because if they are like people have their credit card information attached to their Discord board,
Yeah, like me because I pay
and
for
I can
Nitro.
yeah I yeah Lizard. Uh yeah I just use the free Nitro with the orbs. So I don't like putting my credit card information on any platform. Like Steam doesn't have it, Nintendo doesn't have it, PlayStation doesn't have it. I just go up to the store and buy the point cards, and I use those just because I've always found it safer and easier just to upload a code.
I Sometimes I wish that there was a
Oh,
proper
uh,
competitor to Discord, but unfortunately, there's not a competent one just yet.
No, there are a bunch of alternatives out there right now, but yeah, I unless everyone migrated to one of them, none of them are probably going to be reliable as Discord is right now. Because it's like everyone trying to escape Twitter and go to all those other platforms, or when TikTok was getting uh that weird fire thing that now we have 15 extra ads per video. Like everyone was trying to jump ship, but it's like no one wants to jump the ship. They don't
Yeah,
want to move. Because unfortunately we're all lemmings. Yeah, I'm going to include myself in on that. Like I'm not trying to call anyone out. Like I'll jump ship once everyone else does, but yeah, Blue Sky it does work out, but you still have everyone still on Twitter.
yeah. I
So
I post on Blue
yeah,
Sky every now and again, but it's mostly for art. Uh,
yeah, I think I just go to Blue Sky for people's artworks and Twitter for their opinions. But people's opinions on Twitter aren't the best opinions.
oh no, not at all.
Like watching a train wreck. You can't not look away. You you're compelled to watch the train wreck happen.
Speaking of posting on Twitter, I decided that, oh, hey, I need to probably actually start posting my artwork when I finish them because I have a bad
Probably.
habit of not doing that.
I have a Twitter thing, but I don't use it as often as I should. I don't draw to upload things,
Yeah.
and apparently Digi is also as bad as you are.
Save. I already finished it. There's nothing to save.
Oh, is the program asking you to save?
No, Neko's asking me to save.
Oh, wasn't that a while ago, or is he re-asking that?
It's on a timer, so anyone can do it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so your redeems don't pop up on the combined one.
Yeah, and your redeems don't do the same.
Okay, I was randomly under the assumptions that they would.
Yeah.
Just use your ghostly powers to save the world. If only. What was I? Know what I was just doing. I grabbed my phone for a reason, and then I don't remember what I was doing because my dad texted me.
Uh I get that a lot.
I agree with Neko. I want winter back.
I look, I live in the desert. I'm absolutely down for heat as opposed to being too cold.
Yeah, but you can always put on more layers when you're cold. You can't take off more layers when you're hot.
Yeah.
I mostly just want to skip over the spring season and go straight, either have straight summer or straight winter. I don't, I love the look of spring. I love the look of fall. My sinuses don't like them at all.
Hmm. I I like I like fall and I like spring. Everything about it except for the allergies. Allergies can go die.
Exactly. My sinuses are more weather controlled for some reason. Like with the weather pressure, if it gets uh I don't know how to explain it. Like I get really bad right before a storm during those
Uh,
times.
yep.
It's really only like with the how the weather changes. It's not the pollen count or anything because that's never affected me. It's just how the weather is.
That just
Sitting here
reminded me.
halfway jamming out.
Oh God. Have you
Oh
seen
god, which?
the thumbnail for the latest hat clip?
Oh god, no, I haven't. At least I don't think I have.
It's Spee's Enya artwork, the armpit one.
What other one is there?
There's one that I drew.
I know there's the one you drew. Like, has Speed drawn more than just that the armpit?
Well, she she drew a regular version and a spicy version.
Oh, Speed drew the spicy one? I thought you drew the spicy one.
Um,
Excuse me.
I've drawn spicy Enya art before because I drew a spicy femboy Enya.
I don't know if I seen that.
Hold on, I have it somewhere. I'm just gonna throw it in this VC chat since it's just right here. I should have
Oh
it
god.
at least. And there's the Enya Padaru. Where is it? Is it in my Enya folder? I have a folder for just Enya.
I am slowly building a folder for her. Currently it's mostly screenshots that you can keep sharing. Yes. Oh, I didn't know that that commissioned schoolgirl one had Ichi forms of it. I'm now looking at Enya's Cryona handle or Twitter thing.
Yeah.
This link.
Ah,
Ooh. I'm gonna throw this link into chat real quick.
oh God. I
I don't think that's that wrong.
I found it. It was unspoil that at your own risk. Ah, yes.
Where did you?
I threw it in the VC.
Oh. Oh. Intriguing.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Weirdly, that's everything I thought she'd be.
Yep. My favorite girl fail. She fell so hard she became a boy. I I I would never call Enya a man.
No, neither would I. She's yeah. She'd be more Shota, more boyish. I don't think she could ever be a man.
Oh, drawing Enya as a Sailor Scout. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I asked Digi to do that. 'Cause I had asked that in the chat one day, going, "Hey, has Enya ever had a Sailor Scout version of her?" And I Flawed answered and said that she did, but it wasn't the greatest. It looked like total shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can't have my cool artist make a better one.
Nice.
That armpit one, wasn't there a animated version of it?
Nope.
Or am I thinking of something
The
else?
uh apparently apparently Mansa's gonna do one, and I know he knows how to animate.
Okay. Apparently I need to browse the Crayona more often.
Uh
There's a
there
lot of
is
cool
a
artwork of her.
have you seen Lisa's spicy tag?
No?
Would you like to see?
I'm not gonna say no to this, so I don't know why I'm hesitating.
Let me just find it right quick. Hmm, give me a bit. This is because it's a little hard to find because she doesn't advertise it anywhere. Yeah, she advertised it like once, and I clicked on it on the tag, and ooh boy, uh, uh, her chat is very cultured to say the least.
I I think I found it. I threw it up in the voice chat.
Uh, yep, that's it.
Huh. Well, to wow.
Yep.
To give Lisa credit, she has the body for a lot of these. So
Yep.
really, there's not as many as I thought there would be here either.
Yeah,
For some reason, I thought there would be more, but there's I feel like on Enya's not safe for work tag, there's almost more, but I think that's just to troll her.
yes.
I
Edge's
know she said
AC
that she
plus.
doesn't like viewing that.
She doesn't like looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I randomly ran over to fandom because I know I found or I was looking for reference sheets for you the other day, and then I had
Uh,
randomly decided to look up Enya's. No, I had to look up Enya's for Digi because he needed a reference sheet of her.
oh,
And then I had searched Enya Ignis referencer because I couldn't find it. And then when I did, I found Lopi under Enya's tag for some reason. I'm like, why is that a thing?
yep. That tends to happen.
Yeah. Like I know what the connection is. I know that they're the same person. It just threw me off. Like, here's a picture of Lopi with the name Enya, and I'm like, that's not Enya.
No, they're separate characters with the same voice actor.
Yes, and one of them is doing. So I don't remember what the story for. I think someone said that Lopi died in a house fire, and then Enya was born. But I don't know
Oh,
if that's the true story or if it's not.
uh, Punkalopi's PC exploded. That's the story.
Okay. Okay.
I I forgot how much my Kami Oshi sucks at promoting herself.
Yeah, it's I think it's been lately Yoon in her chat whenever Enya streams just goes through every single command for everyone.
Yep.
And maybe once in the random spot in the video, Enya will be like, oh yeah, I gotta promote myself. I think
Yeah.
her fans promote her more than she does.
Yeah. Uh, but that's why we like them.
Yes. What
Oh god,
is your
I got back to her Valentine's Day post where we gave her all consolement chocolate.
I was going to make chocolate, but I totally forgot to make chocolate. Like I got busy that week, so I had
Fair
to
enough.
stop and actually buy chocolate.
Yeah, Spee actually made chocolate.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked really delicious too.
Yeah. Oh God. So some of the stuff she likes is just like, and yet you have a it's a brand account. You're a you're
Yeah,
you're not an indie. Please stop. Uh, that wee woo, that wee woo. You cannot go wrong being a fan of the wee woo.
no,
All right, we've reached our 3 hour mark.
yeah,
You want to call it here and go and rate somebody?
yeah. We can call it here. I'm I'm content with calling it here.
Yeah. It very much
It
turned
kind of
into a
has
podcast.
devolved into a podcast.
Oh God, a gaslighter podcast.
No, in all respects, no.
who 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 would be the first one to get everybody canceled? Would it be Joe Yoon? Would it be Louis? Would it be Parzival?
Oh, so isn't Pars like banned from
The Chroma
the
Shift
official
server, yes.
chat?
Yes, Parzival is banned. And so
I
is
feel like it
Mansa.
might be Parzival. Oh,
Parzival is banned because
it might be one of those two.
yeah. Remember when Parzival was a mod for Enya?
No, I think I entered into Enya probably after that.
Yeah. Um
I followed Lopi for like the last month of technically the last month. I only caught a couple of streams, and then she was like, "I'm gonna become a new VTuber," and then I missed that stream where she rated into herself, and I never knew who it was on for like I think half a year.
really, I heard the voice in you
So
instantly.
yeah, well, I couldn't find anything about Enya. Like I didn't know who she went into, and I wasn't really like following Lopi that closely because I'm like, she has a cool laugh, and that was about what drew me in. But I
Hmm.
was all like, she has like one time where she streams is whenever I'm at work, so I'm not able to get into chat often enough.
Hmm.
So even like
Yeah.
now, like I try to be in chat, but I'm also at work.
Yeah, I kind of have to show up. I'm one of her mods.
Yeah, I'm just one of the fanboys who gets to just sit in there and lurk and listen to and yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have to actively be in chat making fun of her.
I thought that was Flaud's job.
That's the job of all the mods.
Ah, okay. So it's a requirement to become a mod to make fun of her.
Yes, I used to joke that it was listening to 12 hours of Enya yap about a hyperfixation through the funny mic.
Okay.
Yeah, the funny mic. A the fact that Enya has a document scanner that has a microphone that she can sometimes use is hilarious to me.
Weirdly, and I have a Yeti microphone. I don't use it anymore. But for some reason, when that gets plugged in, it wants to be a camera.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. But my microphone wants to tell me it's a camera some days.
Hmm.
Why I don't use it. Like my actual web camera can secondary as a microphone, but that's not it.
Yeah, mine can too. Actually, hold on. See if it's gonna do it. All right, that should be the camera mic.
That you're now on.
On stream at least. Let's see if Discord will work.
Let's-
Ah, here we go. This is now it on Discord. Yeah, this mic is not good. This mic is very not good. Uh, Let me switch it back for
Which
y'all.
one was you?
All right, this is
Was the blurt you or was that Neko?
could have been Neko.
Okay.
Uh, Sergeant Panda, for YouTube, there is no background music because YouTube does not like background music.
No, YouTube doesn't like music at all. It just likes you playing videos.
Yep. All right, I'm looking for someone to rate out into. There's someone called Nurse Shinderu who is drawing Y2K alien babies.
Intriguing.
Oh, they also are running a charity.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I they're currently on uh words on stream. Hmm. Who do you think we should? Hold on, I gotta watch this clip. Neko sent the clip. I gotta hear how bad it is.
Oh,
Oh god. Yep, that clip is perfect.
I did not hear you say any of that.
Really? It just cut out.
Yeah, on my half it cut out, so hopefully viewers saw that or heard it.
Oh, the viewers heard it, they clipped it on my end.
Okay. Yeah, all I randomly heard on my end was just like a room decided to be recorded, like the fan was.
Yeah. Who who do you think that we should raid? 'Cause I'm over here looking and I can't find anyone that I think that we should raid.
Um, I don't know because for some reason Twitter or not Twitter, Twitch is telling me to raid into Russian people, and I'm not even Russian.
Hmm.
Digi is suggesting we raid into Akuma Waffle. They're super sweet.
Okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, I can do that. Are they? They are live. I'm
They are
assuming, right?
live. Yep. All right.
I'm starting my raid, so this way we can raid into Akuma Waffle.
Started my raid too.
Right, so I'll see everyone on the other side, and I'll talk to everyone later.
Yep.
Bye.
Y'all have a wonderful time. All right. I sent them over.